Okay, well, this week in the Globe and Mail, a front page story talks about the surprising way that many Canadian men are responding to the recession. Moira.
Well, I think we've known for some time that 75 to 90% of primary care visits to doctors involve stress-related diseases, problems. But the new thing in this economic crisis, we're finding that men in unprecedented numbers are calling crisis lines. They're joining support groups. They're looking for help with depression, anxiety. They're not hiding their pain, which is typical of the male gender.
And this comes from, I mean, these are some staggering numbers that since October of 2008, there have been, from the ages of 25 to 54 men, 170,000 jobs lost. Wow. 170,000 jobs, mainly in automotive, construction, and manufacturing. And so you see that, you know, these men are going to crisis and needing help because of this huge number of lost jobs.
Exactly. Well, for men especially, because men tend to put their self-worth, their value, their identity in what they do.
Right.
And so if they don't have something to do, then what happens to their self-worth?
Foundation.
Yeah. You know what, and it's funny, I heard a term the other day while I was driving called recession depression. It's like the new term now. It's like this
little catchphrase.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
To kind of describe what some men are feeling in terms of what's currently going on with the economic crisis. And I'm glad you mentioned the fact that, you know, some men do find their, well, a lot of men actually do find their value in their work and their ability to be a breadwinner. And, you know, some people are going to calling crisis hotlines, but we have prayer lines here. You know, I think for me, one of the reasons I love working here is that when I'm having a stressful day and someone sees it, I've had different people pull me aside and say, you know what, Bridget, let me pray for you for whatever the reason is. You know, and we have that here at Crossroads. You can call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and someone's here to pray for you. I mean, if you're sitting at home or, you know, I don't know, walking in the woods like you were yesterday and you need someone to pray for you, you can call us on your cell phone and someone will be here to talk to you, to listen to you, and to pray for you.
And we encourage that because as this is happening, in this article, we're seeing that domestic abuse is on the rise.
Oh, yeah.
Alcoholism and destructive behavior. And so what we want to encourage people, and I mean, even though this is a hard article to read, the hope is that, you know, you can call our prayer lines, have someone talk with you, but also realize that, you know, as we go into depression, if we don't deal with these issues, then other violent and unhealthy things can arise within your home.
Yeah.
You know, you remember the commercial, how do you spell stress relief? And for most of my life, as a married person at least, I've spelled it D-A-D, the dad. He's just the even keel in our home. And right now he's in Africa. And he sent this email. I thought, I'm just going to read a few lines from South Africa. He talks about a Masoya woman leading the choir like she was welcoming the saints into the kingdom. I experienced a profound sense of God's presence, empty of anything but Him. I thought of the Nigerian, Mozambican, Zambian, Swazi, and others around me. The only way they can survive the vicissitudes and urgency of their lives is to empty themselves and let God fill them. In the midst of chaos and despair, they bring life and purpose and hope. I wonder if that truth is only applicable in Africa, where there is evident poverty, or if that's something we need to discover and are being pressured to discover, if it might indeed be the blessing out of brokenness for many today here in North America, to be still and know
that I'm God.
God.
And also to challenge people that are watching too, that, you know, they're saying, I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know what to do. My home life is a disaster. My wife and I aren't getting along. My kids are suffering from my either couch potato-ness or just my rage.
Right.
I need help. And I think that's the point where we're encouraging people to say, it's okay. If you need help, call our lines, call our prayer lines, get help, find somebody that you can talk to, but, you know, this is the time. So I think that's our encouragement, you know, for men and women.
A lot of people are looking for what they can hang on to, what doesn't change, because everything, we're in a climate of change right now, and what does not change. And we just want you to know that we know what does not change, or rather who, and that is Almighty God and His love for us and the plans He has for each of us as individuals as we get to know Him.